Wait. So tell them about the experience. Did it hurt?
I've had my nose pierced.
Really? So this is your first time just like putting it
Yeah.
in? So what did they do? They just had to like reopen it?
Yeah, they twisted it and then they put it in. He put it in for me, like sanitized it and then put it in.
So, but it didn't hurt this time. And why did you get a nose ring?
I got bored.
Thank you.
All right, so we just started this year, and I guess we are off to a very sweet start because we are big. Guess where we're going right now? You don't have to guess. Look up there. Krispy Kreme. All right, so we ended up getting a dozen Krispy Kreme original glazed donuts, but as you guys see, they weren't hot or fresh, so we're just gonna put these bad boys in the oven for 2 minutes at 375.
For 3 minutes, we left them in. Oh, they smell so good and sugary. Let's see. Oh, look at that. They're nice. They're ready to go. They're even softer than before.
Let's see.
Look at this, look.
Oh, they're much softer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ah, it's too hot.
They taste just like, come on. And we were arguing. Not really arguing, but he wanted to put them in the microwave. I didn't want to put them in the microwave.
It's because it's quicker.
And they taste perfect in the oven.
Oh, it's so good. And better than yesterday.
Delicious.
I could eat this all day, just for 1 week straight.
And they're hotter.
I could just eat this for 1 week straight and not even get bored of it. I'm gonna keep a count because last time I didn't know how many I was eating. And I thought I was overeating, so it's the second one. Oh, too hot.
These are so good.
Every time.
And he's right. You don't get bored of it. You don't. Like, you don't. When you eat it, you don't go, it's just Krispy Kreme.
It's beautiful. Best.
From Venice Beach to Krispy Kreme.
The healthy walk ended up being unhealthy.
We still got the guns because we worked out before we did this. That's on both days. Look at that. And this is him in his off season. He's not even training hard. He's not dieting.
I have injury.
Tell him about the injury. Tell him. This is perfect. Tell him about the injury.
Yeah, I have a recently 2 weeks ago I found out I have a torn biceps tendon right here. So that's why for like 2 years I've been getting pain when I was training doing presses and shoulder presses. So good thing I'm so happy I found out I have a tear because I was like confused what's happening, why there's still pain. And I thought there was no tear. So now I know there's a tear, and I'm gonna have to do like MRI for my right shoulder too because my right shoulder also bothers me. I wanna find out if there's a tear too. And I'm gonna do like, I think I'm gonna do surgery because that's what the doctor said. He said you can either live with it or they can fix it. So I just wanna fix it.
So
That was my second, right?
Yeah. 5 days from now, hopefully
MRI.
everything will be great. So, and then you guys are gonna see his transformation because his dream is funny. Not funny, but his dream is actually to be a top professional bodybuilder. Like that's what he wants. That's what he's always wanted. And he moved from his country to Los Angeles so he can train at the Mecca Gold's Gym and become one of the world's best bodybuilders. And it's amazing.
I was in London and I was training, and then I looked at my body and I was like, it looks good. And I looked at people around me. They were like, they looked like average people, and then I found out that LA people love training and love how they look. So I was like, I have to come here visit. So I came here for 1 week, like 2 years ago, like the new year, like from 2 years ago, and I checked it out and I really loved it. So that's why I moved here.
That's the lens right there. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, you only had 3, so
That's my fourth.
4, 5, 6.
That's your 4, 5, 6, yeah. No, I just want to enjoy this because I want to keep doing this until I'm really sick of eating bad, and when I'm healed and I had done my surgery and everything, then I'm not looking forward to eating like this because I have goals. Right now I couldn't have that goal because no matter how hard I train or diet, I still won't be able to have the physique I want to have. So that's why I'm enjoying this right now. We're not doing this every day anyway.
No.
We're doing it once in a blue moon.
I think it's perfect that you said that. You want to eat better, you want to do better, have goals. Right now,
I don't have a goal, so
he doesn't have a goal.
So
Like,
why?
oh, I want to get on stage. I want to be an IFBB pro. It's our goal is to be helped. But remember, this is an outlier. We're not gonna film when we have eggs or when we have clean carbs with a clean protein. We're not gonna film when we eat something very healthy because nobody really wants to see that. So that's why we film these high calorie meals. But yet again, mind you, 99% of our diet is extremely healthy, extremely clean. But this is just like, you want to do it? All right, let's go do it. So,
Like I had a chipotle this afternoon after workout, and that's how I usually eat. But I would just cook it at home, like chicken breast with like Uncle Ben's rice, put it in the microwave for like a minute and a half, and then done, easy. I would do that like 5 times a day, plus my eggs in the morning. So that's like 6 meals. Yeah, I would enjoy it. I would like the discipline, but like this, how can I have a goal when I have an injury and the injury doesn't allow me to, work towards it? So right now, I'm actually enjoying this.
this is delicious. For those of you who work out, go easy. Don't go too crazy in the gym. Just because you see one of your favorite bodybuilders, Simon Panda, Bradley, Chris Jones, whoever it is, Brandon Campbell, you can follow him. You can follow smart, intelligent guys. But anyways, just because you see somebody doing something crazy doesn't mean, because they're twisting their shoulders and doing dumbbell presses like that, I should do it. Doesn't mean that. Do something that works for you. Yeah. Lightweight. Start with lightweight. Focus on the contraction. If you're doing chest, don't go too wide. That's going to mess up your shoulder. That's the best tip I can give you. And if you're doing shoulders, go lighter than any other muscle group that you would, because shoulders is a small, and it has so many different, it's like 3 different heads going on. The shoulder blade is always moving. That can easily be dislocated and injured. The shoulder is what you want to protect. So always warm it up. You guys see people in the gym doing all these things. Always warm up your shoulder. Go extra light. And don't impress anybody. Don't try to impress him. Don't try to impress anybody.
By
go in
picking
there.
up like 200 pounds and then getting yourself injured. And then pretending that you're fine the next day. That's mine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And here's a tip. If you eat something that is probably has pesticides in it, hormones, if you take a pill that gives you anxiety, or you eating something that you're afraid, is leading to food poisoning, whatever it is, you have charcoal, activated charcoal. And what this does is basically go into your bloodstream and go into your stomach, and it has a lot of open pores and it absorbs all those things. So it's like a lot of people use this whenever they have something in their system that they don't want to fully digest and they want to extract because it's a toxin. Use activated charcoal and it's going to help you with digestion and just remove all those bad things. So what we just did is, after we had Krispy Kreme, because it's not the best thing in the world, but it's fine, we had 2 of those bad boys. So like that, it'll remove any lingering things that are within our body. So that's a great tip. But don't use charcoal too much.
Guys, if you overdo eating like donuts, like if you eat too much, you're gonna become like this titty right here. You're gonna become fat obese.
All right, so right now what we're doing, something that we try to
do after Krispy Kreme.
something we try to do after any time we eat, whether it's healthy or non-healthy, is go take a walk. So wherever you live, just go outside and take a nice little walk, and you see the nice little dogs, and you get to get some fresh air, and it's also good for your digestion, circulation. So if you eat something, whether it's heavy or light, don't just go sit down. Yeah, don't what?
Never sit on your ass. You see all that beef? That creatine, that protein. This is Julian's. He got pineapple and just cheese and tomato. I got beef, jalapenos, green peppers, white onions. Yeah, we're doing it again. Second day in a row. 2 days in a row.
Yeah, how are we gonna do that? Alright.
Jim, what do you think about vegans?
What I think about vegans, I used to be a vegan for 2 years, so I respect it. I think if you don't want to eat any animal products, then don't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of that, especially for health. If you have any health complications, you're trying to fight anything, you're trying to rebound from addictions, whatever the case may be, I would say take out all animal products from your diet. Not your diet, just from your eating style, lifestyle. But if you're healthy and you want to indulge in animal products every now and then, and one thing that I do is just I'm very aware when I eat animal products, and I'm very thankful for that animal's life, you know.
You're cold.
Yeah. So let's see.
Fuck you old people. The people go cold.
Yeah.
It took too long. I'm getting your one, but no one's that. You know why it's nice? It tastes like cracker. That's why I like it.
So light. There's a thin crust. You see it?
That's my meat pizza.
What do you think about vegans?
I mean, it's a new trend. That's what I know. There's something in fashion. Oh, I don't eat meat. I'm such a good person. It could be a vegan, but it could be an asshole. You could be the rudest person ever. Oh, I care about animals so much, but you could be so rude to people that it doesn't even matter whether you're vegan or meat. So there's so many people who don't eat meat. I mean, there's so many people. I mean, actually, yeah, there are some people who. I mean, there's so many people who eat meat, but there's assholes. You know, they're just rude. But there are so many people who are vegans. You know, that could hate people who eat meat. Like once, this lady was asking the security guard at Whole Foods, and when they were closed, and then I was like, "Do you guys, are you guys open?" They were, "No, we're not." I said, "Do you guys know any store that's open?" They said Ralph's, and then I was like, "Do you know if they have good meat?" And then the lady next to him, I think, was vegetarian, and she was like, "Why do you need meat? Why do you need meat? You shouldn't even eat meat." She was just giving like, I mean, that's her opinion, anyways. And she was so like rude, you know. She was so like mean. I mean, it's none of your business, you know. I'm just asking. Don't lecture me. Don't tell me that I shouldn't eat meat. And first of all, why shouldn't I eat meat? Cavemen. We used to be cavemen before. We used to just hunt and eat. Now people are becoming vegan or vegetarian. They're the unhealthiest people in the world. Later in life, vegans, they get deficiencies. Same with vegetarians. Where are you gonna get your iron? Where are you gonna get your vitamins? You're not gonna get everything from vegan source of protein. This is just bullshit. It doesn't make sense. Like if I eat just vegan protein, I don't feel the same. And honestly, when it comes to gains, you lose gains 100%. I mean, you might know those power and stuff, but if I don't eat real protein, like from meat sources, I would lose. And I wouldn't even feel strong, you know? I mean, I'll have deficiencies, that's for sure. Maybe not now, but in the long run. I mean, it's fine. If you don't want to eat meat, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, if you don't want to eat, just don't eat it, you know? I just prefer to eat it. I eat it because I enjoy it. I need that for training, to gain muscle.
And for the people who don't eat meat and who are vegans and yeah, just don't eat meat for numerous amounts of reasons, whether it's health, whether it's, you know, because you want to boycott, you know, slaughterhouses and all that. Like, I totally get that, and that's why I was vegan for 2 years. So I just believe if you're doing it for health reasons, be careful with like vegan products, you know, vegan chicken, vegan turkey, vegan cheesecake, vegan. Just because something is vegan and not an animal product doesn't mean that it's healthy for
better,
you.
yeah.
Because most things that are vegan are highly processed,
and they're not even natural.
Yeah, they're not natural, but they're marketed.
Before, when like, how were people surviving? Well, we're not eating tofu or rice and all that crap. We were hunting, eating meat, protein and fat. That's all it was. That was our diet, and we used to be healthy, and we used to live until like 100, even 110 years old, and we're fine. As soon as this trend became, oh, I'm a vegan, I'm a better person, I care about animals. You could be the person who cares least about animals. Just because you're a vegan doesn't mean. I mean, I respect that they don't eat these. I mean, they become vegans. Because why would you eat meat that's been treated badly?
Right, that I don't like.
It's not right to eat eat the cow or chicken or whatever while it's been treated badly.
Who lived a very poor life.
Yeah,
right?
and it has just been raised just to kill. You know,
that's the saddest part.
I would rather not eat, but I mean, it's so hard for me to find meat that's been treated nicely, even though they say, oh, this has been treated cage-free, organic. I know it's not. Nothing is ever 100% organic.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're doing it for those reasons, then that's fine. You know. We know why people are becoming vegans, because they don't like. The ones who become vegans are the ones. I mean, there are some who do it because they don't like how the animals being treated, and some of them, they just don't like eating meat.
Right.
You know. You don't have to eat it if you don't like it. Just don't eat it. But I like it, so.
At the end of the day, I think everybody should limit their meat consumption and not have to have meat 24/7, every meal, every snack. I think that's very overboard.
It's hard on your body too.
It's hard on your body to digest.
It takes so long to digest.
When you digest meat,
especially red meat. Chicken is fine, like chicken breast or fish is lighter.
But I think red meat is healthier for you than chicken.
Because you got so much fat in there.
There's so much
omegas.
There's a lot of nutrients in red meat. But long story short, limit your meat consumption. And when you do have meat, if you can, and it's available for you and you can afford it, I always opt for grass-fed, you know, free-range, organic, pasture-raised. Try to get the best quality meat that you possibly can. So instead of having cattle that was raised on grains, you have cattle that was raised on grass. Instead of having chicken eggs that are just okay, if there's one tip that I can give everybody, if you eat eggs, try to eat pasture raised eggs. So that's like, you know, they're able to, those chickens are not raised in a hen, they're not raised in a cage, they're able to walk around freely, and they forage, they eat bugs, they eat seeds. It's like a natural diet, and when you eat the eggs, I think you truly benefit from that chicken having an overall good life. And yeah, when you're vegan, watch out for those vegan cheesecake, vegan pizza, vegan. That's so unhealthy because it's still heavily processed. If you're doing it for health reasons, if you're doing it just because you don't want to eat animals, then eat whatever you want. But if you're doing it for health reasons, be careful with those heavily processed foods. And to each his own. It's funny how we started talking about vegans today.
Yeah.
After this, you want to go vegan, starting tomorrow? No?
No, I don't think I'm ever becoming vegan because I lose. Some people, I don't know how, but some people they say they never lost nothing on a vegan diet. I lose. I would lose. If you're doing good for gains, I think meat is the best. You know, you get and quick gains. You know, you get good gains. But vegan, imagine just eating like what do they eat? Chickpeas and beans. Imagine eating that. And becoming a monster. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think it's possible, but it's hard.
I don't know.
Harder.
I don't know how. Just if you look at vegan athletes, they're just cut. They don't have size. They're not like big guys. But the guys who eat like real protein, like the meat protein, they're much bigger. You know. And it's just bullshit when they say, meat is so bad for you. That's bullshit. Meat is not bad for you. Meat, you need protein. You need real protein, not just beans, chickpeas. You know how much carbs beans and chickpeas have? They have more carbs in it than protein. So what are you eating? Just carbs. It's just like you're a vegetarian, and then that's why. Like I've seen so many. I've known so many vegetarians that then they were fat. You know why? Because every time they eat carbs, potatoes, pizza, whatever, they actually want to eat more. You know, they become obese because they don't get, protein is the best, is the healthiest, because protein
Think about it.
Protein satisfies you.
You can't eat too many steaks.
Yeah,
you
so
can't
when you eat protein, you get full. You're like, okay, I'm gonna stop eating. But when you eat just carbs, you're gonna crave even more carbs, even more food. So protein is like the healthiest. I don't care if you say meat is bad for you. It's not bad for you. Protein is protein, whether it's from vegan source or a meat source. There's nothing wrong. People used to live till they're over 100 with meat, just eating meat.
Samir, finish.
That's yours. That's not mine. That
No. It has steak. It has beef. I don't want
it. It has pineapple
I'm
too.
vegan.
That has pineapple.